Hey, it's Andy here from SheetReady. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a Google account and create your very first Google Sheets spreadsheet. Now before you can create your own Google Sheets, you will need to set up your own Google account. If you already have a Google account, you can skip this tutorial. Okay, the easiest way to do this I find is just to type in new Google account into your browser and then just see what hits you get. So this is going to be a step-by-step guide from Google. Or if you're following this guide, you're just going to skip straight to create a Gmail account. So let's click on that. Create a Gmail account. Here we go. Now for most people, you're going to be creating an account in your name. So you'll use your name. There could be an organization as well. And it's probably good to just put in your real date of birth. That's good for later on in case you need to get into your account and you've forgotten your details or whatever. So how you'll sign in, this is your actual address, your account email address, and let's put in John Smith. Right, so if you've chosen something that's too common, it's going to come up with this error that the username is taken. You might want to add a series of numbers or letters, or maybe some more words. So let's try spreadsheet. That's all good. So for a password, you want something pretty secure. Maybe don't try and use the same password for all of your passwords. Also, maybe try not to use names of people or animals or places that are important to you, because if someone knows you, then they're going to be pretty easy to work those things out. So I'm going to use a password generator. I use KeePass. You might have something else. John Smith spreadsheet. Let's roll the dice. Apply password. That's going to be like a really long and complicated password. Let me take this off screen. I just hope I never forget my KeePass password. Great, recovery email address. I didn't notice, but apparently you can skip this. I would just put something in, it's fine. Great, next. Okay, take time to read through the privacy conditions. Continue in a new profile. So this is something Google introduced a couple of years ago where you can have multiple profiles through the same browser, through Chrome. I find it pretty useful. I've got several accounts that I use that I change. It's up to you if you want to do that. Maybe for now it's not necessary. So we'll just say no thanks. Cool, welcome John Smith. Now to make your first spreadsheet, you're going to want to get down into Drive. So click on Drive. And if this little window isn't there, you can access it at any time through these dots. So let's click Drive. Great, so it's giving me a few little pointers there. So if you now click New, you can create a spreadsheet straight away. You might want to create a bit of a folder structure though. Okay, so we go into My Drive and we create a folder. Why don't we just call it Spreadsheet Tutorials. Oops. And we'll click in there because we're doing basic first. Let's have a look at basic. In fact, let's call it number 1. I like to do this with parentheses just so that I always know that that folder will be on top, and later on we can create intermediate and then advanced. So let's double click into our basic folder, and now let's create our first spreadsheet. Press New, Google Sheets. Great, so there you have it. We have created a Google account and created our first spreadsheet.